potential continuation setup. Whether it hits it or not, I don't know. But we've just swept daily previous highs, but I'm looking that we're going higher into this daily fair value gap. So if I'm going to take a long, I want to target that, which is up this line here. So yeah, I'm hoping we fill in this fair value gap. I mean, we could enter, say, here if we need to. But yeah, looking on the daily fair value gap, on the 4 hour, we can see that we could potentially target consequent encroachment. That could be a good potential target, but yeah, I mean, I haven't done a proper good intro to my journal, but I don't think I need to right now. Obviously, we know it's 5th of November 2024. But yeah, I think we're going to fill in that daily fair value gap today. So yeah, if it taps there, then I've entered. Actually, no. Oh, just looking at the entry, so it hasn't tapped it. But yeah, I'll be back. So I've been stopped out. I'm not bothered because it's actually a pretty good trade setup. I actually understand where I went wrong. ES had some equal highs up here. That's now just been run through. I didn't take that into consideration. But let's get into the trade recap. There's no biggie. Cool. So a massive push up into this daily order block. On the 1 hour, we get a rejection from a 1 hour for value gap because I've been learning that obviously the closest bullish candle or the lowest bullish candle is the start of the order block. So that's the whole order block. Cool. So after that, we inverse this fair value gap. Price comes up, rejects off this rejection block here, which I've been learning a lot. This 2 minute rejection block. It's a 1 minute rejection block as well. Pushes down, causes a market structure shift. I've entered at the 1 minute breaker block. Covered a 1 minute breaker / 1 minute, part of a 1 minute order block. This 1 minute inverse fair value gap, and it's just consolidating. It's fine, no biggie, but I should have been a bit more passive, I think. We have, at the moment, caused a bearish SMT to the downside. If you look on ES, we've set them highs now. So this has caused a bearish SMT. I am very confident that price will be going down today, but I've just caught the wrong setup, unfortunately. Obviously that means no more trade today for myself. Because it is elections today, so really I shouldn't actually be looking at it. But yeah, that's it for the trading aspect. But I'll be back soon to see what happens, like on the day. So yeah, I'll be back then. Alright, so as we can see, price did end up continuing to go up. Obviously it's now entered where it technically did enter the 1 hour order block beforehand, but the actual 1 hour candle entered. We could see a potential little push higher into the discount area of a heavy gap into here. But yeah, so it did go high, it didn't go the direction I intended to go. It did go a little bit lower. After I stopped out, it did cause another break to the downside, which I probably would have entered off if I didn't enter where I did enter at, sorry. We look on the 3 minute. Where would it be? Yeah, here. This does look very promising. I think the only issue is that we didn't see liquidity after coming down. So if I was to enter this fair value gap, stops at the highs, or even let's say at on top of the order block here, I wouldn't have literally been any profit at all. But it is what it is. It's elections today, so yeah, there's not really much. I shouldn't really even trade today. But the reason why price did carry on going higher is because it was waiting for ES to do the same thing, to enter the fair value gap. So what I've learned with NAS and ES is that if there's the same like higher time frame fair value gap and only one of them's hit it, a lot of the time like NAS will go higher because ES wants to go higher to reach that fair value gap as well. Like it will want to, I don't even know how to word it, but it's like it's waiting for ES to do the same thing as it's doing, and then it wants to go down together. ES could have been quite an optimal trade. We could have seen big push up into it. Wrong candle. Sweep of internal highs. Reason why I wouldn't have entered here, this does look like an internal market structure shift, is because of this range here. It's still kind of respecting that range. But what I can say is once we get that sweep of liquidity, which it is a little bit worrying because we formed equal highs, but after that market structure shift we could have entered could have entered from, yeah, could enter this 2 minute fair value gap right there, target some lows, maybe these equal lows here. What's that? 3.47R. So obviously this is at 1 o'clock, so I wouldn't be trading this time. But we can see that the reason why NAS didn't go down and into that fair value gap is because it's waiting for ES to do the same thing before going down, before then wanting to go down once ES has done the same thing, because they correlate. So yeah, that's it for today, and I'll be back tomorrow.